What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube bonding experience. I'm your host, Ezio, and today I'm super excited to demonstrate, to break down, to showcase Sableye, which, if you already know, I was playing this guy on Twitch yesterday. You should drop a follow and a sub button if you know what you're missing. You know what I'm saying? Like that way you can actually get to enjoy some quality content while live streaming, while I'm ranging and stuff like that. But that's besides the point. You didn't hear that. But yes, guys, today I have a hidden gem. Get it? Gem, because Sableye has gems. I'm such an idiot. I knew that wasn't gonna work. Damn it. Cut it. I can't. I just can't. I'm an idiot. You want me to keep going? Fine, I'll keep going. Well, yes, guys. So today I have a Sableye showcase breakdown. So today I'm gonna showcase you my Sableye. So I'm running a rapid fire scarf. Increase your Pokemon's basic attack speed by 30% for a short time after 3 basic attacks. For the most part, you're gonna want this for your melee Pokemon, especially those who are dishing out a lot of damage on behalf of their melees. So there you are, Rapid Fire Scarf, which is one of the newer, most recent items, and obviously you want to take advantage of that. This is more of the meta now in this current state in the game. And then we got Razor Claw. After the Pokemon uses a move, a minimum of 20 damage is added to its next basic attack. And if you don't know, well, now you know. Now I'm just playing. There's a critical hit rate on this, and then on top of that, we already stacking critical hit rate, damage, and just rates in general in the next following items. So clearly, we're gonna be getting that added 20 damage, which is huge. That's like the equivalent of 1 of the weight item, which is this one here. Where is it? The attack weight. So it's roughly 2, and yeah, so that's pretty huge. The higher the Pokemon attack is, the more additional damage is increased. When this item is held by a melee Pokemon, this additional damage also decreases the movement speed of opposing Pokemon for a short time. And if you don't know, Sableye is already really quick on his toes, and you just guaranteeing that kill that your enemy's trying to run away from you. And then we have Scope Lens as our last final item. Increases the damage of basic attack critical hits. The higher the Pokemon's attack, the more damage increases. So these two scale off of damage, of course. And as you can see, this one increases the damage for the critical hit, and then the critical hit rate. So we have a 8.1% chance of critical, which, if you don't know, in Pokemon, it's like the equivalent of holding forward, right back, so whenever you're taking damage, because it guarantees that you don't take as much damage. No, nobody. Oh, I guess I'm just the old one here. Why do I gotta have these script? This script is so bad. Why am I forced? Why? I'm not even getting paid enough for this. Oh, well, I'm back, guys. I'm sorry. I had to air out some steam because I'm super excited for this. Basic attack becomes a boosted attack with every third attack, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon it hits and decreasing their movement speed for a short time. If the user is in stealth when it hits an opposing Pokemon with a boosted attack, it will deal damage and apply a fear effect. Fear effect. That's so dope, because if you don't know, fear is kind of like a stun, but it forces the Pokemon to like flee and run away in a direction that you're not able to control as the person getting hit. Opposing Pokemon affected by fear will be forced to move away from the user. There you go. When the user enters stealth, it will be able to use the boosted attack immediately. So basically, essentially, this ability, what it's end up doing for you is by guaranteeing a crit. So yeah, that's always awesome. And then obviously you're for the most part going to be faster than all the other Pokemon, so you're going to guarantee a couple of hits in before they run away. And if they do get away, you can always sneak around them. When the Pokemon with this ability is outside the visual range of Pokemon from the opposing team, it enters stealth and its movement speed increases. When the Pokemon with this ability enters the visual range of a Pokemon from the opposite team, it does not immediately become visible, but instead remains in stealth for a short time. The Pokemon with this ability exits stealth when it attacks. That's Prankster. You're gonna notice this triggers very, very, very often, which is awesome because it's very clutch, and it feels like the movement speed of this Pokemon is a little higher than the average, which is awesome. If you don't know, you want to be roaming around a lot because you want to set up plays. You're gonna be a playmaker, and if you don't know what that means in this game, it basically means that typically when you're playing another Pokemon like Cinderace, for example, you have to wait until the enemy team is in a really bad spot for you to actually capitalize on that or force them out of lane because you know your range. But sometimes you can't get close enough. So with this character, you're actually able to force certain fights, and they can't do anything about it unless they burst you down and they can lock you down. But it's very difficult to lock down a Sableye because he comes in like out of nowhere and then all of a sudden he's doing massive damage, and then he's hitting you with fear. Like there's not much you can do within that second or two. And if you know anything about CC locks or anything about Pokemon Unite or anything about MOBAs, you know 1 second is a lot. So Thief is a item that, or the ability that you start off with, has the user dash in the designated direction, dealing damage to an opposing Pokemon. It hits and decreasing their movement speed for a short time. If this move hits Pokemon from the opposing team, it steals a small amount of their Eos energy. If those Pokemon do not have any Eos energy, they will be left unable to act for a short time. That is kind of busted if you really think about it. Well, it can be. Knockoff has the user move in the designated direction and then back again while attacking around itself, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon hit by the attacks and leaving them unable to act for a short time. For a short time afterwards, this move can be used again. If it is, the user attacked in front of itself with its claws, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon. It hits and moving them with. When either the first or second stage of this move is hits opposing Pokemon, those Pokemon will drop some of their collected Eos energy, and for a short time they'll be unable to pick up Eos energy. When either stage of this move hits opposing Pokemon that do not have Eos energy, those Pokemon will be left unable to act, and for a longer duration. While using this move, the user receives reduced damage. Upgrade. For a short time after this move is used, the next time the user picks up the Eos energy, the user recovers the HP and has his movement speed increase. So knockoff, I don't go knockoff. So knockoff is good, it's fun, but the reason why this isn't really my cup of tea is because I'm not looking to constantly play like a dot trio, which is going and scoring and then coming back and then going and scoring. That's not my playstyle. But it's not a bad one because of hindrance. Really, if you build hindrance, then you're essentially looking to be a support character, and honestly that can go 50-50. Well, it's more like 40-60 because the chances of you playing this ability versus Shadow Sneak, it's like you're not going to be a big factor unless you're like playing perfect every single time. Shadow Sneak. For a short time, increase the user's movement speed and has its enter stealth. While the user is in stealth, its first boosted basic attack deals additional damage. Imagine if it's the first additional damage plus it's the third hit. Imagine if you can make that line up. Just imagine how much more damage that does. While this move is active, if the user exits stealth and a hindrance has not left its unable to act, it will be able to enter stealth again. Upgrade. Increases duration of this move's effect. While this move is active and the user is in stealth, it will also gradually recover HP. This is awesome. I kid you not, I tend to press my L button or R button a lot more often than not, even when I'm in stealth. I just feel like I move a little bit faster even if I don't, but I got so used to it because it gives you that passive health regen, and sometimes that little bit of health makes a big difference. So Astonis has the user attack in a cone in front of itself, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon and decreasing their movement speed for a short time, which is really clutch. And then on top of that, Astonis kind of does a chunk amount of damage to early on to the opposite team, which is also really cool. And it's an area effect, so meaning that it hits multiple targets. If this move hits opposing Pokemon from behind, it deals increased damage and greater decrease in its movement speed. That's always really great, especially whenever they're running away from you because they realize, oh my god, it's a Sableye. He's really good. Oh wait, he's scaring me. Why am I running the opposite way? Oh, he goes in for a melee and then goes for a Astonis. Oh my god, that's a play and a half. Just, you know, throw it in there. Feint attack. Has the user throw dummy Aeo's energy to designate a location. While dummy Aeo's energy remains at a location, that location and the area around it will be visible to the user. Dummy Aeo's energy can remain at up to 5 locations at a time. If an opposing Pokemon picks up dummy Aeo's energy, that energy explodes, dealing damage over time to that Pokemon and decreasing its movement speed for a short time. A maximum of 3 users can be kept in reserve for this move. Upgrade. If an opposing Pokemon is knocked out while taking damage over time from this move, it will drop more Aeo's energy than it normally would. So me personally, I love this. I love this. This is my favorite ability so far in the game. And then we have Confuse Ray. So, you know, Feint attack is going to be our main source of damage or main source of playmaking, and it's very irritating. Really, the closest thing that I can relate this to, it'd be Teemo from League of Legends. Yeah, it's crazy, but I feel like I like Sableye a little bit more than Teemo. Teemo is, I don't know, it's a slower pace. I mean, then again, it's just the whole game in general. I like Pokemon Unite a little bit better. So carrying on to the next ability, Confuse Ray. It's a hindrance. Has a user fire a sinister ray in the designated directions, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon. It hits, and it does a considerable amount of damage. If this move hits Pokemon from the opposing team, it also leaves them confused. While confused, Pokemon continuously attack nearby Pokemon with basic attacks. Confused Pokemon will target a nearby Pokemon in the following order of priority. First, their ally Pokemon, then wild Pokemon last. Pokemon on the user's team. Upgrade also increases the movement speed and basic attack speed of Pokemon from the opposing team, while this move has left them confused. Yeah, it's huge. So if you see an enemy Garchomp or an enemy Dragonite, if you can squeeze this in there, trust me, it pays off. But I don't like Confuse Ray because I can't apply too much pressure on the map, and Feint attack allows me to do that, and I love putting pressure on the map. Now carrying on to the Unite move, Chaos Glower has the user shoot light from both of its eyes, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon in the area of effect in front of itself. Pokemon from the opposing team hit by this move who are facing the users freeze in place and start involuntarily preparing to return to base. If they take damage before returning to base, they remain where they are and are left unable to act for a short time. Opposing Pokemon hit by this move who are not facing the users have their movement speed decreased for a short time. I love it. It does a burst damage amount, and on top of that, it's awesome, because, well, I have, every time that I use my ultimate, it renders people unable to move or do something for a short period of time, and typically they end up panicking. So it's always, and this ultimate is an AoE, so if you do it in a team fight, it's very crucial, especially because in a team fight, your team jumps in after. They're not going to be taken back, but it's definitely going to do a lot of damage, and then basically your whole team is going to come in to clean up. So this character is a melee support. The intended items to be using for this character is not even what I am currently running, and I can demonstrate to y'all what items those are. So you got the Aeos cookie, I believe that gives you health. You have the EXP. I believe this one gives you a little bit more EXP and your ally, and then obviously your score, so you can go in and score your buddy shield. I think that's what it's called. and doing a little bit of damage. As you can see, there's some people that build them with damage. Me personally, I like this a lot because I'm literally going in and out to attack, and really he's a melee Pokemon, and I use him as like essentially an assassin. I go in and out and just bug the hell out of people. So we're gonna go ahead and showcase this gameplay. Hopefully it's a dub, but not only that, hopefully y'all can see how fun Sableye can be. Like, I'm leaving that for you, my guy, because this is not gonna be ideal, like, at all whatsoever. Man, he's waiting. Oh wait, all right, good, we got them. We got our invis, so we're good now. Weirdly, we're just trying to make sure that we can get all of our stuff. All of our abilities. Oh my god. This is so bad. Come on, Zero, do something, my guy. Kill him. Oh my god. Good. We go invis here, then we can rotate back and potentially have our cooldowns. Yep, we win this easily, 110%. All right, good. So if you didn't know or you didn't see what we did there, basically, we feared into our ZR, which now we have the spamming of abilities. It's so busted, but it's all right. We managed to get that 1v2 out, and then they obviously couldn't handle the pressure. So let's see if we can manage to score a point here, which is major for us. So we apply more pressure, we jump into the bush, and then now we're just back at our tower safely. Try to regen here for the next battle, regen our health so we can be healthy and we can make sure that we're good and solid. So as you can see, I'm applying as much pressure here. I'm really just trying to level up. Okay, so he backed off. If he didn't back off there, he would have definitely felt that. So here we're just scattering our basically our landmines as much as possible. I don't think he saw us. That's really good. Go in. Kill the Sableye because he's really the only one that can kill us. Rotate this way. Pop our Y. So if we can get in close range, almost. You got so lucky. He had him. He had a movement buff there, which is very unfortunate. Don't, my guy, bro. Not to go back. Literally, I can't stay in lane. You suck, bro. Like, I don't understand how he doesn't realize, like, he doesn't need that. He could literally just stay in tower and regen. Like, now I had to go all the way back just to heal up, which is very unfortunate. So if you saw how we played that, we went ahead and dropped our ZR on top of him, and then we feared him into that. Oh, this is not good. Let's pop our Y. We would have died there if that ultimate landed. So here we're just trying to be as irritating as possible. Loop around. We can potentially get this. Got that. Clean. Just clean. That was just dirty. That was just plain dirty. So we can't really do too much here unless if we can get this guy low. We do have a Blissey here, which is very good. We can potentially score these points. That's huge. Scoring these points is very big. We want to not be in the center of that. Oh, very unfortunate. Let's run away. Drop these. He's obviously he obviously has a movement. He's also using X speed. Here we're just trying to set up. Yeah, the Sableye was overextended there. Let's not step into that. Fear. Into the poison. And then into a crit. If I'm not mistaken, we had a crit there. He's going to dash into us. Yep, as I anticipated. Unfortunate. He popped everything there. I could have used ultimate to avoid that, but I didn't want to risk him going through me and then it misses. So instead of getting that outplay, it's alright. That water form Urshifu is not that difficult to deal with. Oh, look at that. We actually managed to get that kill through our means of the poison. So Urshifu is going to be a pain, but it's alright because all we gotta bank on is our teammates really capitalizing around us and understanding that we are the win con. So here I'm dropping this into a fear, and then I'm just gonna ult there because I'm gonna just put it into cooldown because I've been holding it on for a long. Actually, let's take this. We should take this definitely. So Urshifu obviously wants to pick us off. So if I can get this fear, okay, good. We got the fear, and he still had ultimate. Good. All we really needed to do there was do as much damage as we can to ensure that our teammates don't get wiped there. That was very, very huge on our behalf. The Sableye dying here, it's huge. Yep. This is starting to snowball against what the hell? This is definitely starting to snowball against them. Here we're just we don't even have to worry. Sweet. See here, I would pop my R if I needed a health regen, but I don't need to, so oh, this is not good. Okay, let's back off. Ultimate there. Make sure Urshifu dies because Urshifu is like literally the only one that that's a threat here. He's the only one that can really team fight and potentially kill us all. Gets Espeon and the Sableye are gonna get picked off here, which is unfortunate for them. Fear into the poison, and then there's nothing he can do. And then obviously there's a Blissey there to soak up most of the damage, so we capitalize on that. So we dropped our poison on, and then we hit them with the fear. We press our R to get some range from the Sableye. Go back in if we can. Drop a little poisons there just for the sake of them being slowed down, so that way we can ensure our points. We don't really have to be here anymore. We already won this fight. Fear. That way we can ensure our Blissey can get out. And then our Zeraora can cap. Nope. Yeah, let's just leave here. There, I'm just being a little bit irritating, just to scare them off a little bit, potentially slow them down, give our a teammate a chance to get out. But of course, they were a little bit greedy on that regard, so we're just gonna go ahead and try to get this. Let's just run away. Actually, We don't need to give anything to anybody. Good. So they stopped that. Perfect. He was about to die. Because I would have meleeed him into the fear, and his ultimate would have either been canceled or it would go the different direction, and then I would have ulted him. That would have burst him, and then on top of that, I would have kept on putting pressure. So there you go, guys. That is my Sableye gameplay. Really, your whole intent isn't to be MVP. Your whole intent is essentially to be the main pressure. And the great thing about Sableye is that he feels squishy, but when you learn how to play him, it's kind of like Talonflame, but an honorable Talonflame. Like, in the regard of you're going in, risking it all just to win, and you're going in and out. And it's more respectable going in and out the way that you play with Sableye versus Talonflame. Because, with Talonflame, typically people find themselves utilizing his kit to evade and dodge damage instead of fighting. Which, I get it. That's how you play Talonflame. But the problem with that is that that means that you can't win a full-fledged fight. And to me, in games like this, if you can't dish out your whole kit and kill somebody one shot, at least be honorable and fight and try to space things out, as far as like space your character out with the movement and then the abilities, versus just dodging, weaving, using your abilities to like run away, and then all of a sudden come back whenever your teammates come and help you. Like, I get it, it's a strategy, but with Sableye, you don't have to rely on your teammates to come in. I just really wanted to demonstrate what Sableye can do in a team fight, out of team fights, how to properly play him to set up the pressure and to ensure that your lanes don't get like pushed too hard per se. I really enjoy Sableye a lot. As you noticed, I did get a couple of plays there. I feel like personally, how it started, it was gonna go downhill because of Zeraora, but it was smart that Greninja went up to top lane or whatnot, and then Zeraora obviously stayed bottom lane, which was great because he ended up being able to burst down the enemy's Decidueye, which is really good because look at the damage difference between these two, as you can see. And then also the recovery on our Decidueye, really just for the mirror matchup, our Decidueye did way better. And for a mirror matchup for our Greninja, he was more of an in and out and was able to dish out as much damage as possible. And as you can see, he took a lot of damage. Espeon didn't get to pop off, which is really, really huge on our behalf. Whenever we kited around his ultimate, that was crucial. The fear really just played a big role in this whole fight. The utilization on that utility is just it's so great. You just gotta know when to use it, and if you even have it. Really, the Urshifu was the winning condition. Obviously, we're not even gonna talk about this guy. He just being in the game is just more than enough. But the thing is, he falls off late game or whatnot. Just depends on your team and how good they really are. He's really easy to dodge and stuff, but at the same time, if you're not putting attention, your mechanics aren't good, like your movement, then you're gonna have a hard time with him. Urshifu, he went water form. Honestly, in this case scenario, I would have gone dark form, and the reason why is because of one reason and one reason alone, is because all of my team is burstable. Literally, if he used his R on all of us and it reached the threshold of the AoE damage, the scale damage, I'm pretty sure he could have killed all of us. Water form was good for maybe 1 or 2 fights, like a fight 1v2, maybe 1v3. It depends who he's fighting. So if he's fighting Greninja, Decidueye, and Zeraora, and all of their cooldowns are down, like literally has to be the perfect case scenario. He has to go in, burst them down, ultimate on top of them, and get lucky and hit all 3 of them. Then that would have been the only win condition for him. Against me though, not so much. Like, yeah, he would damage me and stuff like that, and if he sticks on me, then it's over. But with Sableye, if I fear him, you know, there's nothing he can really do in that little short time frame, and if we just burst him down, you know, that's it. But yeah, guys, that's my breakdown for Decidueye. For Sableye. And well, should Decidueye be my next game, Pokemon? My next game, my next match? Nah, I'm probably gonna pick Pikachu. But we'll see. It really just boils down to what Executed wants to play. But right now, like I said, Sableye is my new main, and I genuinely enjoy him. I really appreciate y'all's time, guys. I really hope that y'all like the video. Make sure you drop a like, make sure you drop a sub, make sure you hit that notification bell to ensure that you don't miss out on the new content that comes out. So Sableye isn't gonna be coming out, like this video won't be coming out until, let's see, the 28th most likely. So today, the video that was put out today on the 24th of December, happy holidays by the way, guys, was the new updated Cinderace meta build. So make sure you go enjoy that. You probably already watched it. Come on, let's be honest, y'all are loyal viewers, right? I can already hear some of y'all saying, "Fool, if only you knew." But yeah, guys, hopefully y'all enjoyed those videos, the ones that we already dished out. We're gonna be coming out with more content. Let us know what you want to see. As you can see now with the with this new video, it is getting a little bit progressively better as far as like vernacular that I use. I just needed to get accustomed. So if there's anything in particular that I'm missing out on content wise that you want me to highlight on, or anything that in the content that I'm missing out on, like information or data that y'all want me to cover, excuse me, let me know, so that way I can take advantage of that, and that way, you know, we can all have fun. But like I said, guys, thank you for being here. I love all of y'all. I genuinely appreciate it. Y'all make me humble. And hopefully the CC is in your favor. And this was another YouTube bonding experience with your host, Ezio. Peace.